hoops coming your way, and we will get things going with the top seed in the Albany region, the Louisville Cardinal, trying to get back to the Final Four for the second year in a row against the Michigan Wolverines, looking for a program-changing win. They have never been to the Sweet 16. How about a visit right now into both pregame locker rooms?
Okay, they're going to go on runs. They're going to go on runs. They're going to go on runs. But we're going to go on runs. Okay? Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Control what we can control, and that's our effort, our intensity, and how hard we play all the time.
You got 40 minutes to give it everything you have. 40 minutes to make everyone that comes out here to watch you want to come back. Let's go out here. Let's give it everything we have and play our ass off. Any questions? All right, let's go, people. Let's go.
Opening game of the women's second round. Our first stop at the Yum Center in Louisville. Later today, we'll be headed to places like UConn and Mississippi State and Oregon, just to name a few. I'm Beth Mowens. She is Nell Fortner. We are happy to be with you for this Louisville-Michigan showdown that will feature the two-time ACC Player of the Year in Asia Durr.
One of the top 5 players in the country. She's so much fun to watch. She leads the ACC in scoring 21 points a game, and she gets them in a variety of ways. She can really hurt you from behind the 3, and she can put it on the floor nicely, get all the way to the rack. Hey, she loves to get her teammates involved. Get ready to watch a great player.
And get ready for a freshman coming off the bench from Michigan. Can she lead them to a place they've never been before?
Coming off the bench, Naz Hillman, such an exciting freshman.
And it will be a big storyline right away as to whether or not Michigan can wait to put her into the game. Cannot afford to fall behind a high-scoring, high-flying Louisville team that has Jeff Walls back on the sideline and Erica Carter back in the starting lineup after they both missed the first round.
You see Michigan going straight inside, trying to establish Hallie Thome, who's their second leading scorer. Big at 6'5" inside.
The Louisville starting lineup brought to you by Capital One, and Carter is back, number 11 in white. Shook and Furing down low for the second game in a row. Shook will start instead of Bianca Dunham. And Sam Furing may be one of the most underrated players in the country. She's flirting with a double-double every night.
Well, great hands she has. Look, she's 6'3". Asia Durr knows how to find her. Beautiful pick-and-roll action by Louisville.
The freshman point guard, Amy Dilk, on the drive for Michigan.
How about the freshman? And they need her to come strong today, Michigan does, because she's one that can definitely put some points on the board and needs to help in the scoring department.
Got that first tournament game under her belt a couple days ago. How settled will she now be running the show for the Wolverines? This is Furing, who is 10 for 10 now in this NCAA tournament. Did not miss a shot the other night. Pull up. Jasmine Jones won't go. And Michigan will push the other way. That shot is blocked by Durr.
This is where Louisville can hurt you. If you take a bad shot, turn the ball over, they will get you in transition.
Carter keeps it alive. Durr tries again and knocks it down.
So smooth from behind the 3. She's the all-time leading three-point shooter in ACC history.
She had 19 in their first round win. A breeze against Robert Morris. Michigan coming in. Blowout win in their 8-9 matchup with K-State. And Jeff Walls, who was suspended for the first game of the tournament, is back on the sideline looking for a third trip to the Final Four and a team that should be able to contend for a national championship. And the offensive foul is called on Nicole Munger, their top three-point shooter.
A very obvious charge right here, uses her. This is a frustration call right here because Durr does a great job of cutting off that baseline. Both of these teams play tough man-to-man defense, so we're maybe going to see one or two more of those type of charges.
Jones gets into the lane, draws contact. And Jazz will head to the line. Kim Barnes-Arico in her 7th season. That includes a WNIT championship, but this would be the biggest win in school history if they could pull it off and join the Michigan men in the Sweet 16.
What a fantastic job she's done in her 7th year at Michigan. She brings an energy also to the program. We see it come off the bench in Naz Hillman, that kind of energy, that just that game-changing force that Hillman is, and we'll see that here shortly, I'm sure. But Kim Barnes-Arico really reeks of that kind of energy, and her team plays with it too.
Hillman still sitting down 6, 3 minutes gone. Dilk able to save it, but it's going to be an outlet pass to Durr. And that is the one thing they cannot afford. Turnovers to easy baskets. And trouble early for the Maize and Blue.
Well, this is where Louisville really thrives, and that is in transition. Yeah, this is a 6-0 run. Why? Because they finish it on a turnover and turn it into a layup.
Back-to-back turnovers that Louisville has converted into buckets. A 6-0 run. Asia Durr already with 5 of their 10 points. The quick timeout for Michigan, but no substitution of Naz Hillman or Kayla Robbins, who came off the bench to combine for 30 points in their first-round win.
Well, not only do they combine for those points, they change the tempo of the game. It really, the whole temperature of the energy rises. The turnovers start happening. They start forcing the turnovers. Points get on the board.
And I like this move right here by Jeff Walls out of the timeout, throwing the full-court press on. They're going to challenge the freshman as a ball handler right here, Amy Dilk.
Well, and you can do that right now. You got Erica Carter back in that starting lineup. You got Bianca Dunham now in after that timeout.
And after that third straight turnover, Naz Hillman and Kayla Robbins quickly off the bench. Getting ready to check in. Durr, the All-American, has hit 2 of her first 3 shots. The dump off there, looking for the assist. Dunham missed the gimme. Michigan dodges one.
Yeah, really nice play by Durr. I love how she looks for her post players on when they run the pick and roll. They better be ready to catch and shoot because she's looking for them.
Maybe a foul on Jazz Jones, her first, and here comes Naz Hillman along with Kayla Robbins. Hillman, 8 double-doubles, the second best shooter in the Big Ten this year.
Yeah, get ready for the energy to change from Michigan. It was palpable the other day against Kansas State. It just, the whole, like I said, the temperature rises for Michigan when these two get in the game.
Second chance and up and in for Kayla Robbins.
Yeah, beautiful offensive rebound. She knows how to go attack the glass. And again, that is an energy giver right there. Team gets excited about it, but Hillman on top of the ball right here, impressive in this press.
An immediate impact for the 2 substitutes. Erica Carter's floater up and in.
And look, a press is going to give up some of those easy baskets right there, but you can't give it back to them right now.
Durr, transition triple won't go.
It's a good look for Asia Durr up top. Transition 3, yep, I'll take it again right here. Not gonna miss 2 in a row. Asia Durr showing us why she is a prolific 3-point shooter. Best in the ACC.
The other thing, Nell, too, is Louisville is more than happy, right, to get Michigan up-tempo with both teams now pressing.
Well, that was a concern for Kim Barnes-Arico is, yes, our press will, if they try to dribble through it, if they get through it, they're going to attack. Not necessarily, you don't want to get Louisville in that kind of game.
Good job by Dilk there to bump it out to her teammate. Terrific ball pressure and defensive pressure all around for Louisville, and the turnover is a major problem here for Michigan.
Okay, right here, look at the long arms and length of Jasmine Jones right there. End up getting a 3 by Durr. Offensive rebound, she gets it again, she's not gonna let you down.
No substitutions for Michigan as Barnes-Arico tries to find the right mix They've turned it over in 5 of their last 6 possessions. Oh, Durr got the defender off her game and nails it, and a chance for a 4-point play.
And I love the excitement that Durr gives you on a play like that. She knows she is shooting well today. Look at this. She goes up strong, a little shake and bake between the legs, and knocks down the 3 with the foul on top of it. Asia Durr, again,
Durr
one of the
got
top 3 players in the country.
Breaking the ankles of Kenray Johnson to set it up. Durr already with 11 points for Louisville. Give her a dozen.
11, and more importantly, 3 of 4 behind the 3-point line. So right now, if they tighten up on Durr, she can hurt you off the bounce, start getting other teammates involved. Complete player.
Cardinals looking for the knockout punch. Dilk, mid-range, short. And here they come again, Dana Evans. Leaving it off for Durr.
And the speed that Louisville has on the floor right now with Erica Carter back in the lineup. On both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively, she brings so much speed and the experience.
Dunham faces up and gets fouled by Church. That'll be her first, and the 4th team foul.
You see how Louisville easily running offense against Michigan's defense, and Michigan a good defensive team. Man pressure, they can get out and really try to extend you on the offensive end, but right now Louisville having no problem handling it.
No bucket. They're going to call a foul on Sam Furing. Setting that screen. The NCAA Women's Championship continuing today at 2 p.m. Eastern. Iowa, Missouri, South Carolina, Florida State. Check your local listings for the game in your area. And Texas A&M and Marquette in that 4-5 matchup featuring All-American candidate Kennedy Carter. And a 3-second violation on Michigan. They have turned it over 6 times in 6.5 minutes.
And the unforced turnovers are the ones that you just can't afford to have against Louisville. You've got to be able to at least get a shot up. Hopefully get an offensive rebound if you're not connecting on it. Right now, Michigan needs to settle in a little bit more.
Problem falling behind against Louisville with a plethora of ball handlers. This is not an easy team to press and turn over to fight your way back in it. Durr away from the screen, the lefty 3, no. Dilk's got it, Munger with a breakout. Nicole Munger. And a blocking foul called on Erica Carter.
Well, you hear the boos coming from the fans here in Louisville, and the reason why is because it was a late call. The shot goes up, basically. She doesn't hit it, but still the whistle hasn't been blown. It's not going to get blown until really she hits the floor, so that's where the boos are coming from right there, and the little heated discussion between Walls and the official.
Munger, the senior from Doylestown, PA. Her 13 points against K-State in the first round got her to 1,000 for her career. She and fellow senior Haley Thome have combined for over 3,000 points, the winningest class they've had in Ann Arbor. Thome is back out there with her. Evans weaving her way through the defense, and Dunham couldn't handle the pass. Jeff Wall saying, hey, Dana, we need you to shoot that one.
Well, you see how quickly Evans got through this press, and that was one of the fears of Kim Barnes-Arico, because that was going to be an easy layup. Michigan got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds, so Louisville would get it, but that was a fast way to break the press.
Erica Carter behind the line. Nobody on the weak side.
Well, if Louisville gets hot behind that 3-point line, someone other than Asia Durr, Michigan's going to have some problems because they're attacking off the bounce effectively, drawing defense and finding some open shooters.
Hillman, double team came, and the freshman walked with it.
Yeah, that was some excellent defense by Bianca Dunham on Hillman. That's not an easy guard right there because Hillman is tough. She's got excellent footwork.
7 shots and 7 turnovers for Michigan here in the first quarter. Carter off the hesitation. Good defense by the Maize and Blue. Dilk with her head up down the court. Munger. Robbins spun right into Dunham. Bianca the last to touch it.
A bit of a forced shot right there by Robbins. Thought she could have pulled up and shot it because it's going to be tough getting all the way to the basket right now if you're Michigan. You've got Dunham in there, 6'3". You got Kylie Shook at 6'5". They're not going to give up any easy looks at the basket. Michigan's going to have to find a way to really reverse this ball, get some one-on-one opportunities, not one-on-three.
Hillman on the inbound, scores over the smaller Evans. Nice find by Dilk. No Asia Durr in the game right now. She checked out perhaps for the remainder of this first quarter, approaching a minute and a half to go. Winner to the Sweet 16 in Albany. Shook, she's got that kind of range.
She's got that range, but that's the three you would want to give up if you're Michigan.
Foam. Hillman second chance, blocked by Shook. Nice break run by Louisville, but then Shook runs into the defender off the ball.
Boy, Nicole Munger got down there and she took a hard hit on that charge, but this is what Munger does. She's Michigan's energy player right there. Got right in the way of Kylie Shook. Draws the charge, and Shook's like, well, where did she come from? I didn't even see her down there. Well, when you're 6'5", you don't see a lot of little people down there.
Not a big fan of those calls, by the way. Totally off the ball and out of the play. But it's good for Michigan. See if they can creep back into this a little bit before the end of the quarter.
Well, you have to give Louisville's defensive pressure a lot of credit right now because they are all over the ball, just hawking it.
Shot clock winding down to 1, and it's good. The 3 from Johnson just beat the buzzer. Evans looks to respond. Scrapping for the loose ball, and it's going to be Michigan here with 20 seconds left.
You know, Michigan moving the ball much better right here, and this is what you have to do if you're going to go against a lot of pressure. Reverse the ball. They get a wide open look from the 3, which helps them continue this 7-0 run right now.
This is huge right here for Michigan. Really a disastrous first 7 minutes to this quarter, but here they are on the 7-0 run with a chance to cut even deeper into the deficit.
Just settling in. Just like Kim Barnes-Rico said, it's a game of runs. You just have to stay steady with what you're doing. Really unfortunate foul right here on Hillman. And you said you didn't like the charge call off the ball.
I didn't like that one either.
I don't like those calls because a lot of times it's like the defender hits the screener and makes it look like the screener was moving. I'm not sure there was any movement right there by Hillman.
All right, Durr's back in. See if she gets a touch here with 9.9 to go. Munger will go out. Michigan will get a quicker defender and a bigger defender on her. Evans, Durr is at the bottom of your screen. They go the other way to Carter instead. Second chance, Shook. And that'll do it. First quarter in the books. And the top seed, Louisville, in front 19-11.
Well, Asia Durr came out strong, leading her team. She's got 12 in the first quarter.
Asia Durr off to a terrific start for top-seeded Louisville.
Well, that's why I think she's one of the top 3 players in the country because she does a little bit of everything. She can assist, steal. She's taken a charge today. She can score from anywhere on the floor. Loves to shoot behind that three-point arc. Yeah, she's got a few of those. Look, this is a player that's incredibly hard to stop. So you have to focus so hard on her. Look, she is outscoring the entire Michigan team. She has 12, they have 11. Asia Durr does it all.
But then Michigan, good recovery. They held Louisville scoreless for 4.5 minutes. They went on a 7-0 run, and we talked about it at the top. With Naz Hillman on the bench, they were -8. They were down 8 points. When Hillman came on, they played even with Louisville. So the difference right now is that early stretch without her in the game, along with Kayla Robbins.
Got a lot more pressure on Asia Durr right now with Michigan's defense. We'll keep our eye on that. A little bit of face guarding. Could be a triangle and 2. Kim Barnes-Arico told us she would switch the defenses up, slow this Louisville team down because they can really get cranked up offensively.
Skids off a few sets of hands, and it's Louisville basketball. The other issue for Michigan in that first quarter were the 8 turnovers that cost them 10 points the other way.
Yeah, and that's where Louisville really thrives. They want to turn you over. They're so quick in transition, and they attack the basket so well. But the other thing that's so dangerous, they can stop and pop a 3 in transition.
Beth Mullins and Nell Fortner with you here at the Yum Center. Second round action in the Albany region. The winner on to the Sweet 16. Durr hangs and hits. She's got 14. The winner of this one will face the winner of Gonzaga, Oregon State in the next round, with UConn potentially looming in the Elite Eight. Fury running the break, 1-on-2. Trail, Durr. Evans, a little out of control.
Just could make up her mind really what she wanted to do right now. Those are those unforced turnovers that Louisville really needs to clean up as they continue playing this game. This is something where they had 15 the other day. I'm sure Jeff Walls was not pleased about that.
Hillman causing problems at the top of that defense. Goes to Michigan. Well, second round coverage on the men's side continues today on CBS, TBS, TNT, and True TV. For more information on game times and listings, visit ncaa.com. Michigan men perhaps watching back in Ann Arbor after their win yesterday. They beat Florida to advance. They play either Buffalo or Texas Tech. Munger, nice toss inside the foam.
And that's good
Michigan
offense.
has really settled down nicely.
That's really nice offense because patient right there Munger was. And again, these two have played together their entire career, Thome and Munger. Beautiful over-the-top pass.
Jones with the counter. That last Thome bucket, by the way, she passed Diane Dietz to move into second place all-time, their career scoring list. Behind Caitlin Flaherty, and the turnover for Michigan.
That's the 10th turnover for Michigan, and again, an unforced turnover. So they've got to be really careful with how they come down and execute their offense. They're having some success reversing the ball against this pressure.
Start of the second round for the women. The likes of Connecticut and Oregon and Mississippi State all in action later today. Michigan here getting the turnover. Johnson looking to drop it off to Hillman. It'll stay with the Wolverines. Well, the first round storylines, including the early departure for the Tennessee Lady Vols and the uncertain future of their head coach, Holly Warlick, in Knoxville. The return of Katie Lou and Kennedy. Big start for the Pac-12 and 3 first-round upsets. Missouri State, Buffalo, and Indiana. Congratulations on big wins to move into the second round. But a lot of the talk, of course, around Tennessee and the future of the 8-time national champs.
Yeah, a bit of a disappointing season for the Lady Vols. We were talking about it earlier, Beth. First time in 43 years Tennessee has not reached 20 wins in a season.
Shook wide open, terrific press break for Louisville. And the quick steal by Carter on the inbound.
And this is where Louisville has upped the tempo right here and really can just start scoring buckets quickly on you.
Fearing off the bounce, count it. And a foul on Hillman. Erica Carter bringing the juice on the inbound steal.
You see how the pressure from Louisville, it starts on the defensive end. They turn it into what happens on their offensive end. Easy bucket right there by Kylie Shook, but look at the heads-up play by Erica Carter. Yep, it's good to see her back on the floor if you're Jeff Walls.
That's a big moment for Michigan because that is the second foul on Hillman. And the Fearing update, she is now 11 for 11 in this NCAA tournament.
And Hillman really only 1 for 2 right now. Hasn't been able to get going offensively, but there's so much size inside guarding her on this Louisville team.
Haley Brown with the bucket, the sophomore out of Hamilton, Ontario. Carter. They'll swing around and restart. Too quick on that shot. Dilt the other way. Pass into traffic, and that's picked off. Here comes Asia Durr.
The turnovers really starting to pile up.
Oh, what a pass! Durr with the no-look feed to Jones.
I need to see that.
Out Michigan.
I need to see it about 5 more times. Asia Durr. She is clicking on all cylinders in every facet of this game today. No-look pass? That's no problem for Asia Durr. Whoa. Louisville Cardinal. Yep, they're winning this one.
Oh, we see what you did there, Maria. We're watching one of the stars of the day. Here are some more to come. Gustafson with a huge first-round game. Same for Kennedy Carter. Collier, Ionescu, and McCowan all still to come. I think that Missouri-Iowa game is going to be fantastic. Sophie Cunningham leading the way for Missouri. They'll be looking for the upset on Iowa's home court after the Hawkeyes barely survived their first-round game.
I think that's a fantastic matchup. Keep your eye on it. Robin Pinchton, the coach at Missouri, a great game planner, schemer to take away a team's strength. Megan Gustafson, she will not go over her right shoulder very much today.
As she is wont to do. That bucket for Thome ends an 11-2 Louisville run. 19 points off of turnovers for Louisville to match the Michigan total so far.
I'm so impressed with Louisville's pressure today. Their defensive pressure has been the difference maker in this game for the Louisville Cardinal. The size inside has been a problem for Michigan to be able to score points in the paint. The defense has been outstanding.
Munger with the nice step through draws the foul. So Nicole to the free throw line. That'll be on Sam Fearing. That's her second foul.
It'll be interesting to see if Sam stays in the game. You know, the normal coach thing is to sit down a player who's got 2 fouls in the first half. Looks like he's going to let her in, let her stay in. Oh no, Allie Shook's
coming to get her.
But you know, what a nice player to have coming off your bench for you, huh? Kylie Shook. Well, she started today. Yep, 6'5", comes in for 6'3". That's a luxury.
That's some good bigs with Dunham in there as well. 12-point Louisville lead. Trying to continue their road to a second straight Final Four and a first national championship for Michigan, looking for a program-changing win here. They have never been to the Sweet 16. Shook inside from Jones.
That's beautiful patience by Louisville. Jeff Walls has got to be happy about that. Really good pressure by Michigan, but Louisville picked it apart right there and gets a wide-open layup.
The drive up off the window for Johnson. Michigan's hit 5 of its 6 shots here in the second quarter.
See the face guard, Munger just face guarding Asia Durr right there and switching off all screens on her. So they're trying to keep the ball out of Asia Durr's hands as best as possible. Not always easy to do.
Guarded her a little bit too well on that one. The holding foul will be the second on Munger. And a reminder that the men's NIT is into the second round. Xavier in Texas, 4 Eastern today on ESPN. Visit NCAA.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. The breakout, Johnson from Dilk.
Beautiful pass by Dilk to Johnson. And you don't see this happen very often where Louisville gets beat in transition over the top. But good recognition by Michigan to take advantage of that.
8-2 Michigan run right here.
This is where they need. You just kind of creep back into the game right now. Just don't let the game get out of your sight. Only 10 down right now for Michigan.
Dunham couldn't hold it. It comes out to Durr. Trying to play beat the buzzer, and she does.
How easy does she make that look? Just one little dribble, 1-2 dribble, pull-up jumper. The sweet follow-through. She's one of the prettiest offensive players in the college game.
16 first half points for Durr. And Foam fouled on the spin down low.
So look at her, just one little, like 2 little dribbles right here after a swing through. It's just a sweet shot for Asia Durr. And she can get that shot pretty much whenever she wants it. But she's such a tremendous team player, loves getting her teammates involved, getting a little help on the offensive end. She is fun to watch. And tough to guard.
With her scoring and her distribution, responsible for 24 points is Asia. Oh, throwing missed them both.
Well, those are those freebies that you really want to take advantage of when you get them. Catch your breath, score 2 points, and get back on the defensive end.
Carter finding Evans. And then Erica tracks it down. Dunham into the double. Turns it over. Johnson rejected by Durr.
What a block by Asia Durr. She gets back, and I think she was maybe taking up for her teammate there. Carter gets knocked down, and Durr says, oh no, not to my teammate. I'm going to go ahead and step up and get one. She probably wouldn't have even minded if she got the foul on that one. That's going to be an assist by Mowens right there. Maybe that could have been a shot.
Had a couple 2 trios in my days.
She might have thought you were, work on that follow-through right there.
Final 2 minutes of this first half. Winner to the Sweet 16. And the first ticket punch to get through. Carter. Second chance for Dunham. Michigan's got it. Going to go to Louisville.
Yeah, and just unfortunate right there, because again, it was just an unforced turnover by Michigan, just playing them maybe a little bit too fast.
That turnover number is now up to 16, resulting in 21 points. A total that Louisville could add to here. At least that one was a dead ball.
16 turnovers it's just too many to have.
That's too many for your game total, right now?
That's what their game total is. That's what they average for a game. So that's not an encouraging number for Kim Barnes-Arinko as they head into the halftime here in about a minute.
Durr uses the screen, gets the switch, keeps her dribble alive. 5 on the clock. Evans gets a look and hits.
Really nice patience and ball movement by Louisville right there.
They're so much better when they're patient, right? And everybody gets a touch, somebody will get a good look.
Yeah, and when you're going against pressure, you want to be able to reverse the ball and get some one-on-one opportunities.
Asia wanted a career-high third block, but she'll be whistled for the foul instead.
Yeah, she got her just coming on top of her right there. But you're seeing the ball, they attack the basket, they go backside, and then Evans gets her a nice little pull-up jumper. Boy, the fans really protect their players here, don't they? They were not happy with that foul on Asia Durr. Well, you never think that your player fouls.
Oh, of course not.
It's always a clean block. It's always it's just, they never foul.
Munger hits on the free throw. She'll depart. Dilk returns. A 12-point game. Louisville's been up by as many as 15. And it started with a quick 10-2 run right out of the gate. And Louisville has never seen that disappear.
But the thing about Michigan, they are not going away. They are staying right there just within striking distance of Louisville, and that's really a positive thing to take into halftime with 16 turnovers.
Especially with Hillman with the 2 fouls, so they've been able to maintain here without her. And the offensive foul is called on Church.
What a heads-up play by Jasmine Jones right here. Just steps right in the line of the Michigan player and draws that charge, and that's a huge play. They could have gotten a shot off right heading into half.
To beat the buzzer, Evans won't go. 12-point halftime lead for Louisville. The winner to the sweep.
Moving that down to top 3, Asia Durr has affected every stat line in this game today in a big way. Now what has to happen? She's got to get a little more help from her other compadres out there on the perimeter in Carter and Evans.
Who's your other 2, by the way?
Oh, no, that's a secret. We'll talk about that later.
Deja Church looking for 3. That won't go. Just 20 shot attempts in that first half for Michigan. Durr hits her first attempt of the third.
You know, what makes her, again, a special offensive player is the spin move that she put on the defense to get that shot off. She can score in such a variety of ways.
Oh, got away with a walk there, missed the shot, and the pull-up for Jasmine Jones in transition won't go.
You know, you go back to the first half, Beth, and it's not, I mean, Michigan shot 50%, but they only had 20 shot attempts because of the turnovers. And so if they can just take care of the basketball, knock down some shots at the tune of 50%, then they're right back in this ball game.
Deja Church knocks another one down. Fearing. This is the wide open J.
One thing Louisville has to be careful about is not to get shot happy on the perimeter and still attack that inside, because they have some advantage going inside to the bigs.
Possession arrow will get it to Louisville.
It's amazing. Erica Carter sat out the last 2 games, a little bit of a knee injury, played the most minutes of any Louisville player in the first half. She looks quite healthy.
Jasmine Jones able to knock it down. Full court pressure coming from Louisville. Church able to break it. Munger, just her second shot attempt of the game, off the mark there. She's their top outside threat. Carter will circle it back around. Late season injuries to both her and Sam Fury. And then the round 1 suspension of their head coach, Jeff Walls, for directing inappropriate comments and profane language towards the NCAA staff last year in the national semis. But he's back. He's set up his seat there along the sideline. Got a special spot for him in the coach's box.
Well, he had to sit in a sidecar over at the sidebar in that first game. He said he enjoyed watching it, though, and learned a few things about his team doing it that way.
Said, please pass along to your production folks he enjoyed the telecast. Not so much the commentary, but that's all right. With the work by Shook to bury the defender down low.
Yeah, really nice job. Foam lost sight of her, and so Shook takes advantage of it and sets her up quite nicely for that easy bucket. Can't let a big 6'5" post player just come and set up shop right under the basket, and that's what Shook did.
A little more ball pressure here from Michigan. Stepping up the intensity. Shot clock's down to 5. Durr looking to create. And that one did not hit iron.
You know, it really credit Michigan's defense right there. I think they're in a bit of a triangle and 2 right there, really face guarding Carter and Durr, putting a lot of pressure on them, which really creates problems because they can't find good openings, good shots for themselves, which forced a shot by Durr.
Hillman has now come back into the game, had a couple of fouls, only played the 10 minutes in the first half. They are minus 11 on the scoreboard without her on the floor tonight. Or today, excuse me.
Yeah, Munger just really struggling right there. Just turnover happens right there. The defense just cuts off that baseline drive. And this is where Louisville is so special. They can turn up the heat defensively and force some turnovers that probably are driving Kim Barnes-Arico batty right now.
Durr. Shook keeps it alive. Erica Carter, her rough day offensively continues. She's now 1 for 8. If there is something for Louisville to work on here in this second half, it's the rest of the team shooting a little better than they did in the first.
Well, and with Durr shooting the way she is, they're not. It's not really problematic right now, but that's not always the case. And you have to be able to step up when you've got shots. You got to knock them down.
Both sides encouraged here by the crowd to pretty up this third quarter a little bit. Been a little sloppy at both ends.
Yeah, it has been.
Durr, they're settling for the deep ball here.
The deep ball, though, creates a long rebound when it's a miss, and Louisville able to get their hands on a couple of those.
Jones on the weave, got it.
That's a nice sweet spot for Jasmine Jones, but that 15-foot pull-up jumper off the bounce has been really nice for her today.
She's into double digits now, got 11 on 5 of 8 shooting. Running the length of the floor, Robbins.
That was a beautiful pass by Amy Dilk. She threaded a needle to Robbins for the layup. That was not an easy pass to make. That's just a freshman right there. She's got a nice future ahead of her also at Michigan.
5 assists today, and the offensive foul called on Erica Carter on the exchange. Her second. Take a timeout. Be right back. Second round of the NCAA.
NCAA Women's Championship, presented by Capital One, is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Second round action in the Albany region, 46-30. Louisville with the lead over Michigan. Kim Barnes-Arico now in her 7th season with the Wolverines. Prior to that with St. John's. So she and Jeff Walls familiar with one another from their days, not only in the Big East, but also on the USA basketball coaching staff.
Yeah, what a great experience it is to coach at USA Basketball. Look, it's not only about competing internationally, it's about learning a lot more X's and O's from your peers that are out there. You get to coach with each other on a daily basis and do a lot of sharing of information.
Two very well-coached basketball teams. Hillman, can she take over a little bit? Miss the duck inside.
Yeah, the size right there definitely bothering Hillman. You got 6'3", 6'5" coming at you. That can create a lot of problems for a 6'1" player.
Durr fouled on the drive by Johnson.
Yeah, Michigan just trying to switch all the screens with these on-ball screens and trying to keep the ball in front of them, not letting it get into the paint area. Because right now, look, Louisville is 3 of 16 from behind the arc, so you just don't want them to catch hot here coming off the bounce like Jasmine Jones getting those 15-footers. You don't want Asia Durr getting comfortable inside the arc.
Oh, got a whistle off the ball. That's the first on Robbins. Just the second foul of the quarter on Michigan. No, Jones able to clean it up.
Jasmine Jones brings so much at that 3 position for Louisville because she's so versatile. The offensive rebounding. If you have a 3 player that likes to go to the O boards, boy, that's a luxury to have.
Second foul on Robbins. Well, the road to the Frozen Four. Ice is up tonight at 7 Eastern with the NCAA Men's Ice Hockey Selection Special on ESPNU and on the app. You can also visit NCAA.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships.
Michigan able to get into their press, get it set. Try to create some turnovers right here, but timeout by Louisville right now. I'm going to talk about that press breaker a little bit. Jeff Walls doesn't want any more turnovers.
Well, we've got a top seed here in Louisville. We'll get you up to date on the other 3 top seeds. Kalani Brown shining for Baylor in their first round win. Last year's Final Four hero, Enrique Gumbawale, and the Irish off to a good start, and Tierra McCowan with another double-double in just 23 minutes for Mississippi State.
Yeah, you know what makes Tierra McCowan really special at 6'7"? Vic Schaefer has her playing in the full court man press. She's up denying 94 feet away from the basket, creating turnovers. It's really, you just don't see that in the women's game.
Louisville breaks the pressure well. I know, Nell, you're excited about the possibility of those 2 big girls meeting up in what could be a Final Four showdown.
I mean, just the clash of the Titans right there. They're both 6'7". They're both 6'7". Their games are both phenomenal. It'll just be, we haven't seen a matchup like that. I never have, and 2 6'7s going at each other that are legitimately All-Americans.
Dilk into the paint. Held ball, going to stay at this end.
Again, the Louisville defense, they can turn up the pressure when they need to, and I'm sure they talked about that a lot in the timeout by Jeff Walls.
Hillman with the catch and release, that won't go. Now the defense has been a big story here. 19 Michigan turnovers converted into 25 Cardinals points.
Well, when you force 16 in the first half, and then you're only sitting at 2 in the third quarter, you're not pleased with your defensive effort.
Right over the top of the defense there for the easy bucket. And DeVille distancing themselves from the 8th seed.
It is not. Michigan has been unable to get Naz Hillman involved, and she's their leading scorer. She's the one that really needs to put pressure on a defense. Unable to do that today with the size of Louisville inside.
Turnover number 20 for Michigan.
So Furing right here, such a smart player. Look, and what a great play. They know she's curling around this screen. They just lob it up there. They threw the ball. That was like a football quarterback pass. They threw the ball to a spot. Furing ends up at the spot for the easy shot.
Evans brings it back out for the reset. Member of this winningest senior class in school history. She'll launch again and finds it for three.
How many times have we seen that today? Offensive rebound, kick out, Durr gets a three. Or a steal, kick it out, Durr gets a three. She's really, really good at making teams pay for mistakes.
21 for Asia. And the Louisville fans are on their feet. Regardless of the outcome, as Hillman scores, this is their last chance to watch these seniors. The rest of the road to the Final Four is on the road. When you think of some of the greats they've had here, Angel McCautry and Shoni Schimmel in recent years.
Yeah, phenomenal offensive players. Just can put a big number on the board for you offensively. Schimmel was fun to watch too. She had a pizzazz about her game that just really endeared you to her.
Of course, Marisha Hines-Allen from the last few years alongside Durr. Here's Asia again.
You know, Hines-Allen was such the enforcer last year along with Sam Furing, and now Sam's really had to pick up the pace there along with Bianca Dunham on the inside. I mean, Aisha Hines-Allen, that was a double-double. She was a tough, big physical player that teams had to deal with, and then you add Sam Furing to that. That was a formidable duo.
Jones. And that'll do it for the third quarter. And a big one for Louisville to bust this one open.
Well, right now, though, Louisville, they might miss some shots, but they're getting those O boards and getting it back out. And who you get it to? You get it to the best three-point shooter in the gym.
Our motto is one more game, one more play, one more stop, things like that. We've been saying that all year.
Just box out one more time, give one more effort, one more box out, one more communication.
You've got to win one more game to get yourself a chance to play for a championship.
That all stems, of course, from their heartbreaking loss in last year's semifinal in overtime to Mississippi State. They are looking to go one game farther for their third trip to the finals under Jeff Walz, denied a couple of times by UConn in the national championship game.
Yeah, and that game, that loss was the epitome of one more because they had the game. You know, at one point they were up 3 with 11 seconds left until Rashonda Johnson hit a 3. So you bet one more stop, one more possession. It becomes very... The era margin right there at the end of the game, boy, you just can't.
It may include one more matchup with UConn, the 2 seed in this Albany region. And of course for Connecticut, that's not going to be easy. 11 straight Final Fours for the Huskies. They are 68-1 in the NCAA tournament playing in the Northeast since they won their first national championship in 1995.
Again, Louisville needs to be careful not settling for the threes right now. Michigan comes out in a 2-3 zone, trying to stop those drives into that 15-foot area, but three-point shots hadn't been falling exactly for Louisville today. 4 of 21 from behind the arc. And those 4 makes are from Asia Durr.
Yeah, it's really been their defense today that's been the difference. They held Michigan to just 6 points in that third quarter. And, of course, the 28 points off of turnovers, the story here. Asia Durr leading all scorers with 21. And struggles for the Michigan seniors today. Thome and Munger have a combined 2 baskets. Tipped out of bounds. Michigan will keep. They came in excited about a chance to get to the Sweet 16 for the first time in school history, and well, they got popped right away. A 10-2 start for Louisville out of the gate. And Michigan has struggled to get any closer than that. With fast breaks like Durr to Jones.
And with a pass like from Durr to Jones. That was a beautiful pass. We've seen 2 little tricky plays today from Asia Durr. But you know, Louisville's defense to start the game was the difference from the very, very beginning. It just created a tone that Michigan has really not been able to match for the, you know, the longevity of the game. But what a pass right here. She changes hands over to her right hand and threads a needle. She's such an exciting player to watch. But again, every aspect of the game she has in her tool belt.
Asia Durr, oh, she's going to cherish these final moments. 8 minutes to go in her home career here at Louisville. Looking like the Cardinals are in good shape to extend and play another day, but this will be it in the Yum Center for this senior class. Asia and Sam Furing, Erica Carter. Talk about leaving a legacy and leaving something behind right now, and now the bar has been set. A program that expects to be contending for a Final Four spot and a shot at a championship each and every year.
Yeah, she's coming to this game with 2,423 points into this game. Doesn't count the points today. But she is, as a class, this senior class will go out as the winningest senior class here. I mean, Jeff Walls has built a tremendous program here. He's had some great players. We've mentioned them: Angel McCoughtry, Shoni Schimmel, Aisha Hines-Allen. But Asia Durr, right now, in her senior year, just outstanding. Look, 2-time player of the year in the ACC. Yeah. Look who you're going up against.
How about the steal right there for Durr? And the burst, getting to the rim. And not the finish.
A little too much English on that one.
Munger drops it off the phone. You talk about the greats, though, in ACC history. Barbara Kennedy, Elena Beard, and Monica Wright, the top 3 scorers all time. And then right behind them, Arike Agumbawale, still active with Notre Dame, and Asia Durr, still active with Louisville.
Yeah, those are some names that we'll know for a long time to come. You know, Asia Durr, and it's such an exciting player to watch. Look, Arike Agumbawale, one of the most exciting players to play in this league also. I don't know if we've seen bigger shots than she's hit.
No, last year
Final Four.
Final Four, that was it. That was the tippy top. Hillman showing us a glimpse of what's to come in the next 3 years.
There's the power of Hillman and the excitement of Hillman. You want to see that energy. This freshman is still playing extremely hard for Michigan right now. And this is what I love about her so much, is she just has this energy and this fire about her that her teammates can feed off of. Yeah, on the offensive boards, this is what you want. Aggressive play. Look at her, goes up, reaches high. That's going against 6'3" Sam Furing. She wasn't real excited about getting beat out for that offensive board right there. I like this. Michigan switching up their defenses. We've seen a 2-3 zone in the last few minutes. Now back to a man, switching on-ball screens. Look, they're doing everything they can to get themselves back in this game.
Dean Evans with a nice decision there to pop for three. Hillman double team. Bianca Dunham with a rebound. Durr deep.
That's a player that's feeling it on all levels. On all 94 feet of this floor, she's feeling it. Whether she's defending, stealing, scoring the three. Big day for Asia Durr. And the thing when you know that she feels good is when she does not hesitate. She just catches and shoots. She lines it up. She's ready to pull it. That one drew a little range. She could really put some mark on the ball.
Remains to be seen if that may be it for Erica Carter today as she checks out with 5:09 to go. The senior from Los Angeles.
You know, she didn't have the best shooting day, but look, she got you 7 rebounds and 3 assists. She still affects so much on this floor for Louisville.
Durr, deep. Just off the mark. Counter from Robbins.
Robbins, another one of those players along we saw against K-State, just the energy she brings along with Hillman. They just haven't been able to get that going today because Louisville basically had no trouble beating the press when Michigan had an opportunity to set it.
Got a timeout and a big Louisville lead here at the Yum Center.
The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Maria, here is your all-time ACC scoring leaders update. Durr now up to 2,447. Agumbawale will be playing for Notre Dame tomorrow night on ESPN. Top 5 all-time, and Durr's minutes perhaps dwindling down to seconds in her final appearance here at the Yum Center with her fellow seniors. Erica Carter and Sam Furing, the winningest class in school history.
What a treat it's been for these Louisville Cardinal fans to watch Asia Durr throughout her career. Came in here as a highly recruited high school player and has not disappointed.
Nice capper.
Go ahead and add that to your stats, Sam Furing. That's number 11 from the 3 this season for Furing. Yep, she's stretching her game outside the arc.
13 for 14 now in this NCAA tournament for Sam. From the floor.
You know, she was really asked to do more this year without Maisha Hines-Allen on the floor, and she has done just that. Not only anchoring down the defense inside for Louisville, but again, we just saw how she can stretch the floor from behind the arc. Really nice career for Sam here at Louisville.
Michigan with their outstanding senior class as well. Coming to an end today. Nicole Munger and Hallie Foam combined for over 3,000 points for the Wolverines. Back-to-back trips.
Michigan still trying to put the pressure on Louisville, but it's tough. You're chasing players around. Louisville does a great job of moving the basketball, moving their players without the ball. That puts a lot of pressure on a defense too.
Stays alive. Fresh 30, final 2 minutes. And a substitution here for Louisville to get the seniors out, as Asia Durr drops the mic on her home career at Louisville.
And what a career it's been, and how about a day it's been for Asia. She's going to finish with 24 points, 5 assists. This is a player that does a little bit of everything, and her teammates love her, and the crowd, their fans definitely love her.
Durr and Furing and Carter. And there's a moment for Sam.
What a career. A player that consistently got better year in and year out here, just developed into a really nice, physical, tough 5 player for Jeff Walls. That ball has found you
My
twice
second assist today.
That's right. I think that was a turnover for you, though.
And a standing O for Carter.
And what an important piece of the puzzle Erica Carter has been also at that point position, handling the ball, being the top of anything they start to run offensively and defensively. Overcoming a knee injury 2 games ago, and she pretty much looks 100% right now.
And they will start preparations for a trip to Albany. And a matchup with either Gonzaga or Oregon State in the Sweet 16. Let's take a look at today's Capital One rewarding performance for Asia Durr.
Yep, behind the 3, she's so deadly. And that's something that she brings to the table game in and game out. She stretches the defense, and then she can hurt you off the bounce. This is a player you have to guard. You have to guard her 25 feet from the basket because she's got the long-range bomb also.
Michigan season will come to an end 22-12. With some terrific youngsters ready to return. Foam with the block. Hillman's got it.
Boy, the future is incredibly bright for Michigan. Behind Naz Hillman, you still have Haley Brown. You still have Robbins coming back. Dilk. This is a team that'll contend next year for a Big Ten championship.
Final minute. And the first statement made of the second round, and it's the 1 seed Louisville handily here in the Albany region. Still to come today, the likes of Iowa and UConn, Mississippi State and Oregon. And the Michigan senior duo bids adieu. Nicole Munger and Hallie Thome, over 3,000 career points in back-to-back NCAA tournaments.
Yeah, what a career for Thome. All Big Ten player. Look, she's up for All-American honors again this year, as she was last year.
Offensive foul. Well, every team's goal is to make it to Tampa, where coverage of the women's Final Four begins on Friday, April 5th, with the pregame show at 6:30 Eastern on ESPN2 and your ESPN app. The championship game Sunday, April 7th in prime time for you. And will Louisville be back for another shot at a first national championship?
You know, they have the pieces for it, Beth. They have the pieces to make to continue to make a strong run through this NCAA tournament. When you have a star player playing really good basketball, everybody else brings their best to the table too to match her performance. So they've got bigs inside, they've got speed on the perimeter, and they've got the experience of getting to a Final Four. They want to get back there and win it. So they know what it feels like to get there and how to get there. We'll see what happens.
Good games coming up. Marquette, Texas A&M, Florida State, South Carolina, and Missouri, Iowa in the 2 o'clock Eastern window for you. as the Louisville Cardinals are the first team into the Sweet 16. 71-50, the final over Michigan.
What a day for Asia Durr. What a day for the Louisville defense, because it's